welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to work on making cement in here. So right now, working on starting to rake the corn stalks that we have from corn that was combined a couple days ago. Working on raking that together here. So just got started here on my second round, so we haven't gotten too far yet. We're borrowing our neighbor's rake down the road, so not trying to make huge windrows, which is why it might seem like it's very new, but that's why that is. But we're just gonna rake it today. We're hoping that it's a little wet right now, but we're hoping that we can get it like fluffed up in these rows here. Rows down over there too. Once it gets fluffed up in the air like that, that should hopefully help it to dry out a little bit more. And we're gonna probably try to bale some of this tomorrow yet. So we're gonna try baling some and chopping some yet this year. So we'll see what we want to do. So over there is the corn that we have to wait to dry down for combine yet. So from here all the way over there is all the stuff I got to rake up yet today. It's about an hour later now. Got about 3/4 of the short rows on this side of our woods that's supposed to be filled in half done. So have a lot of long rows, which will probably take a little while. Feels like I'm in nowhere, even though it got quite a bit raked together. It's just so many rows that are so narrow, it just feels like I'm just going in circles, getting nothing accomplished. But a couple more hours, we might be able to get this all raked together. The other side of the woods is about the same size as this, but we chopped half of it, so I don't have quite as much to do over there. So it's been about another hour yet here, so I finished up on the other side of the woods. Now I'm on the other side from where I started, so about done here. The road's like just a little ways over, so I don't have a whole lot left here. And I'm probably gonna call it quits after I get done with this, then we'll save the long road for tomorrow. But got a nice moon out there. Well, my camera sucks, so you can't see the full moon, but it's a cool moon, and we're just trying to get some work done here with the moon shining. Yeah, we'll probably work for a little bit longer, and we'll start again tomorrow. We're gonna get the rest raked, and we'll probably try baling again. Try baling a little bit tomorrow. We'll see what all happens. It's gonna be a little bit of a show, probably. We'll see what happens. So next day now, just got down here. We're gonna start raking again here. Dad got started baling about 3 hours ago here. He's probably about halfway done with the short rows where I started yesterday. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I thought I was almost done raking. It felt like it took forever just to get all this stuff done, because I thought I just had to do like this little bit here. Kind of forgot that we have this whole gap in the field that I got to do yet. So we're halfway done at least. So we're gonna go try to rake for a while. I'm gonna rake for a while, and then eventually Dad's gonna have to stop, because they're gonna work on, him and another person are gonna work on taking the corn processor out of our chopper, because we're gonna try to work on doing our 5th crop haze. So the hay, this is the one field we have, looks pretty good, so we might as well take it off. So probably end up in the baler at some point here yet, but we'll get started with raking for a little while. So basically right after I got done recording saying that we're gonna start raking, my dad calls me and said they're gonna start taking the processor out now. So working on my 3rd bale so far here, so it's a dusty business, that's for sure. So you probably won't be able to see tons, I guess, but windows are already covered in dust. But it's a slow process. You can't go too fast with the corn stalks, otherwise you plug up the baler. I had my experience with that last year running this thing. This baler's our neighbor's, Brad's, who loves his Alice Chalmers, but you know, can't spare one, so we got to run our own tractor on it. But maybe that'll make the experience with the baler better, I guess. So it's been a couple hours. Now we're on the other side of the woods here. We started from, got about 5-6 bales here, about a quarter of the way through. Haven't had any real issues, just kind of slow, steady progress here. So got these rows raked up, and then a couple long rows raked up. So we'll have to either get someone out here raking, or we'll probably just end up calling it quits by the time we get these short rows. That'll be late enough where we'll probably just worry about the rest tomorrow. So just ran out of net wrap, so I'm at 420 bales, and we were at 430 bales when we started, so we're just shy of 100. I had 2/3 of the stuff short rows done, and then a couple long rows, and then that'd be all I had raked tonight anyways, so I wasn't too far away from finishing. But we got plan to get raked and baled yet tomorrow, so we'll get net wrap in it tomorrow, and then we'll get back at it. The next day now, my dad's working on running the rake for a while here, so he got twine put back, or netting put back in a baler, and baled the rest of the stuff that we had raked up the other day. So it rained a little bit this morning, not tons, but enough where the stuff that was laying flat on the ground here, not fluffed up in a row, might have a little bit too much moisture. So we're gonna kind of see. It looks like he's kicking up a little dust while raking this, so we might be all right. But then again, the tires are a little shiny. You can see that. So I guess we'll have to kind of see here if we'll be able to bale this stuff, or if we're gonna have to let it sit out in the sun, fluffed up like this, and let the breeze blow through it. But even if it doesn't go for baling it today, we'll end up raking a lot of the stuff that's left together yet, so that way it's all fluffed up in the air and stuff. So I guess we'll know in a little bit whether we're going to be able to bale more at tonight, or if we're just done for baling for the day. If you guys are wondering what the net wrap is, I never really explained it yesterday, but the net wrap is basically the netting on the outside that holds the bale together. So the round bale, how it does is it picks the material up and then it rolls it into a ball, hence being called a round bale, and then it gets net wrap, holds it all together. So once you run out of that, then you're kind of screwed. But yeah, we'll know in a little bit what we're going to be doing here for the rest of the day. So I'm on my last pass in this section of the field, and we're going to hop on the other side of this corn where they got a bunch of stuff combined out in the middle. My dad's on a second pass, or second round, and the stuff that's been raked today, and Baylor's still making dust when he's moving, so it seems like it should be okay to keep going for now. So I guess we'll keep you updated as it keeps going. But there's the bale coming out. Man, this sounds brutal. I'm ranking my side of the field here. My dad's working his last round on this side of the field, so he's got 170 bales right now. So by the time we get done with that piece tomorrow, he's gonna call it good once he's done with this round here. But we're hoping that we're gonna need about 300 bales for bedding to get through 1 year, so that way we don't have to worry about running out. So by the time we get done with the stuff I got raked over there on that side, we're hoping we'll be pretty close to that 300 mark. So gonna park this and call it a night for raking, and then he's gonna, like I said, do one more round, and then we're gonna stop for a night for that too, and then probably be able to hopefully finish up baling the rest of it. It's a few days later now. Duke and I are gonna work on picking up some of these bales here. So there's a couple rows left over here, about 10 rows left that we're gonna chop with the chopper. We've got enough bales for now, so we can always work on baling more later. So we're gonna work on picking the bales up. Dad's got 230 out here, so we can get 18 on the trailer, pickup truck, and gooseneck trailer at a time. So it'll take a little while to get these picked up, but we'll get started here. See how long it takes us to get a couple loads done here. My uncle came, so he's gonna work on running the truck for a little while, picking up bales. So me and my dad are gonna work on chopping off these last 5 rounds of rows here. So we're hoping that they'll fit in 3 straight trucks, but we'll see if that actually happens. Then we'll just leave the straight trucks loaded, and then we'll unload them when we need the bedding. Well, we're chopping. Can't really see a whole lot in the wagon. It's just straight dust back there, but I guess that's probably a good thing. That means the corn stalks are dry, I guess. They're good, they're done. So we just got done. We ended up chopping 2.5 loads that we dumped in spots around the farm, and then we filled our 3 trucks, and we still have more out there that needs to be chopped, but we got 3 trucks full, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be. They just got done picking bales up about half an hour ago, so they got more to pick up. I'm not really sure how far they got, but they at least got a decent amount started here. Well, we got down here and they're still trying to put bales away here. So before me and Dad left to go chop, he was unloading and putting the bales away while Duke and I were loading them down. But then once he left, there's just Duke and my uncle, so they just were unloading them. So they got probably 20 bales here they got to put away yet, and it's gonna be hard to see because it's dark out. But we got quite a bit of bales in here already. So we got a bunkers with, because that's where the last bale is, and they're already here, and we'll probably get 1 or 2 more rows yet. And then not 100% sure where they're at picking bales up out there, but they got there's probably at least 3 or 4 trailer loads from where they were in the field, because they gotta go. They're in the south one side of the woods where the short rows are, and they gotta go to the other side yet. So there's probably still a decent amount out there. So we're gonna have a lot of bedding just sitting right here. It's a couple days later now. It's been on and off raining for like the last few days. There's now water staying in the field, so the bales that we have left, we're not gonna be able to pick up for a little while, so we don't tear the field up or get something stuck. So this is the bales we're working with right now. We dumped 2 silage truckloads here too. Those have gotten rained on since, but the stuff underneath is dry, so it's not like this is all waste. But we had to get those empty to use them and stuff, so I'll be all for now. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned because we work on chopping our 5th crop here, and it got pretty interesting there at the end.